she goes, "That was a wonderful meal. Did you all enjoy it?"
Yes,
Very much,
thank you.
Delicious.
If any of you are lying, roll the checks. If you're lying.
Well, I feel like she needs to get advantage on the tacos.
Yeah, go for it.
Tacos were good.
Did
the
Silas not like the
conversation was
tacos?
awkward.
That's what I'm rolling for. Oh no! No, they're fancy.
We're live. That's it.
Woohoo!
No ceremony this time. Everybody put on your game faces. We're here.
Hello,
Hell
hello.
Oh, hello.
It
Oh,
was a
and with
great
the new
time.
icons too.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
The
New
upgrades are
icons.
New
live.
art.
Woo! I hope
Oh
you all
shit,
love
it's upgrade.
them.
They're so good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I try.
You succeed.
So, I try my best. You know me. So, welcome back to everybody to D&D. We haven't been here since the 10th, and it's been a grand old time. So, ultimately what happened, I'll do recap. Ultimately what happened is Lyric woke up in Nurse's place. He bullied the nurses for a little bit and like googly-eyed with them. Then he had a nice little fun chat with Spears because, you know, he now reports under him and it was a grand old time. He then had a nice little awakening, of one could say, of being caught in the media, and one could say he crashed out because he was hot. He did. And ultimately, poor little man has experienced the Bing Bong for the first time, and he is having trouble processing, seeing, you know, he just, everyone around him that was a influence is a, one could say nicely, a salute. And so he feels equally as salutey and is like, what have I done? I've become them. I had such a bright future.
Didn't he say Wade specifically?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
So he's become Wade, and he feels distraught about such things. So then, Stakeen, we cut to you, sweet BB, who is just like attempting to live his life as a leader and be like, wow, I'm a leader. I take lead. I give order now. Bleepity blop. Oh, nope. Guess I'm still insane and hearing voices. And so then you search around for said voices, and then suddenly, spoiler alert, Rose is in your office with like Ruby looking concerned as ever and is like, yeah, so you're good to come, like help? And you just say, yeah, sure, dog, essentially. And ultimately then you all go on a great little outing with Rose for a little bit. You drive through her home area of Florentine. We learned that Silith is the only one that can drive. And because just Rose didn't, for reasons that you guys didn't know fully at the moment. But then she kind of explains, yeah, no, the world kind of hates me because I'm the ambassador of Egg, and I have a good relationship with Freesta, who we're about to go like be at war with. Topical. But ultimately, she's not, you know, the most liked in Egg, in particular Florentine currently, seeing, you know, Florentine and Freesta are the closest, so they're all, there's talks of war and slander and what have you. So she's just getting a smear campaign in the public eye currently. And so you guys drive like up to her cute little complex and realize there's just a mass of people there, like essentially picketing and rioting, but it's a gated community, so they're not really doing anything besides standing outside and with signs, like thinking she's still at her home when she's not.
Jokes
And so
on
then
them.
literally jokes on them. So then you all get to her home and what have you. You hear gorgeous piano playing. And then you find out that not only is Rose kind of keeping a orphaned child, Freesta, named Miria, she's there. because her parents died in an accident, quote unquote. And so now poor Rose is like, yeah, no, we're just gonna sponsor her and try to get her to Benedictine, or not Benedictine, Benedict as soon as possible because, you know, she needs to be in a proper home and this is the safest place for her right now, but I know she'll be safer elsewhere because laws suck. I can't really send her back given, you know, we're kind of at almost war with them. So she's trying to take care of that. You also then find out because she just can't plan well from what it seems though. She spoiler alert, she's pregnant and didn't realize how to get around this conversation of, "Hey, I need you to take apart a crib." When she already has a crib there for the one child she does have, why would she need a second one? She didn't really think that part through because baby brain. And so ultimately that all comes out. It clicks for some, not for others, and then it finally gets there. You all finally then leave. Sanchi stays back with Rose as she says goodbye to poor little Miria because instead of anyone talking to her and learning about her, they Silith and Lyric were too busy with their own problems, so they didn't explore it at all. And so then, where Marcus or not Marcus, good old Stakeen and Sanchi helped poor little Rose take apart all the furniture, etc., etc. Then we get back into the van. From the van, ultimately, you know, good old Rose and Silas start to kind of have a conversation, but not really. But then it kind of starts clicking that Rose probably knows a good bit more of what, you know, is happening in some regard. But yeah, that's where we kind of ended it, is the car ride to the good old restaurante. So, is there anything else people wanted to talk about in the beautiful car ride, or are we good to go right into the restaurant?
So, all right, you two, do you like your hair? Because we left off with me braiding Sanchi and stockings.
Yes, we did. Is it canon that it now looks exactly like how you drew it in the
Yeah.
character chat in our Discord? Hashtag join our Discord.
Yeah, but like, with imagine it being done in Tori's better art style.
Dude, you are still getting the hang of it. Shut up.
Exactly.
It looks good.
I liked it.
Okay.
Basically, it looks like a mixture of Tails from Sonic and what's his face from Gachi Yakata.
Not Tails from Sonic.
Literally the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I love you, Zero, but that is what it looked like.
I'll be honest, I
My
also
That's
thought that.
fair. That's fair.
My question is, what other Tails is there? Is there another Tails? Just
No.
from my knowledge,
no.
it's the only one is from Sonic.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's gotta be.
I'm
I'm
don't
sure
know.
there are animals in other like
I'm-
fiction works of fiction who are named Tails. There's gotta
I'm never
be.
gonna get stocking
Solely
flying
based
around
off of
like a
Sonic.
helicopter out of my head.
Dude, I need just like the art of Stockeen for the thumbnail of this video in this to just be the Stockeen face replaced with Tails. Like just the Tails face, but still the ginormously tall
don't-
hair.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
There you
There
go.
was one Legends of Zelda stream that Kawaii and I did, and it was one of the Rito postmen, and because they were in a big like blizzard, I was basically just like, look, this is Frozen. The Rito are just Elsa from Frozen. So I photoshopped the Rito face on Elsa, and it's my favorite thing.
Listen, I need you to do it with Stockeen and Tails. So
Do it.
Bet.
just saying, because I have yet to make art for it. So go for it. You get
Look.
creative freedom until I stop being lazy. So
I'm gonna work on that SpongeBob one, and we're gonna get SpongeBob all squared away.
Yeah.
You think it's just gonna be SpongeBob, but it's gonna be a whole lot worse.
Can't wait. But anyways, yeah. So sure, it looks canon.
Okay.
Why
Stakeen
not?
kind of grabs the back of his head, and he's just like, "Huh, interesting. Sure, I don't have a mirror to actually see it, and I can kind of see what it looks like, I guess, from the car mirrors, but
We have our
Sure.
tablets.
what?
Don't we have our tablets? You didn't bring yours?
Yeah, I guess I forgot that's how you could do that. He's just like, take a photo of the back of it. And he hands his
Hmm.
tablet to Sanchi,
Yeah, I gotcha. And I take a
who
picture
he
of the
just
back ears.
assumes is better with tech.
Yeah.
I don't even have to like use the tablet. I just have the hacking tools in my module. And just
Oh my god.
snap and send.
So, your meta eyeball.
Yeah,
Not
that's the
even
one.
meta.
Jesus.
My Google Glass
Thanks, John.
eyeballs.
Love it. What a great time. Beautiful.
Looks like I'm gonna take flight. Is that what you wanted, Lyric?
I mean, who doesn't want to fly, right?
That's fair. Sure, I like it.
That's
Thank
why I
you.
drink Red Bull.
What's Red Bull?
It's how I got
I heard
these.
So Red Bull gives you big ass hands.
Right on.
New tagline.
The
Sponsored.
callback.
Sponsored by Red Bull now. When I can't even have it because it gives
And-
me anxiety.
And also Google Glass,
Aw,
right?
Too much caffeine.
Yeah,
Google
and
Glass
Google
Eyes.
Glasses. GoogleGlassEyes.net. We are sponsored by them because we're an award-winning campaign.
True.
Absolutely.
Truly an award-winning campaign. Thank you. But
Okay,
anyhow,
let's go.
but yeah. So is there anything you guys want to talk about? Technically, you can talk to Rose if you would like, but if not, we can just get to the good old dinner because you will have a whole dinner to talk to her as well.
Yeah, we can
Oh.
get to the dinner to talk to her.
Lyric will quickly, like, based on her last comment, Lyric will say in a mind link, "You got my family out?"
And she'll just kind of like, you can see it in the rear view mirror, kind of just give like this, oh, I don't want to say like a sarcastic eye roll, but definitely of like a maybe. And so you kind of get that. And she pretty much says that. She's like, maybe.
Out loud, he'll say, "Damn. At least this part of the family's pretty awesome."
She shrugs. She goes, I try. Thank you. And we pull up to the beautiful restaurant known as the Ivory Nest. Can everybody make a perception as you all walk in?
Is it
Da-da-da-da.
A mess.
It is not. It is gorgeous since it's nest, not mess.
God damn it!
Stakeen, per usual, not giving a literal crap about the outside world when he really should. It's all he wants. But he just doesn't take any interest in it
No,
at all, in any regard.
doesn't give a
So, doesn't give a flying. So you all walk in and everything is like super, super gorgeous, obviously. And you all sit down at kind of like a table similar to this, except these are more the sitting tables, not the dining tables. So you find more of a dining table. And Sanchi, you notice it immediately. Silith, unfortunately, you were one below. I'm so sorry. But so you notice nothing besides very pretty, but big windows. You notice very big windows, and you don't know how you feel about big windows. So, but ultimately, Sanchi, you notice it. And but as you guys are getting seated down, Rose kind of like, I don't want to say grabs you because that sounds aggressive, but she kind of just, does the stereotypical girl thing of like, hey, I need to talk to you, grab shoulder into ear. And she's like, at the table, could you sit next to me looking towards the bar? And then I'll have Marcus on the other side. As she gives a little wink, wink, winkety wink, wink. She goes, we wouldn't want to split up the two lovebirds, would we?
Subtle
Wink,
nod.
wink. And so then, of course, you all sit down as you are intended to, as in Stalking, you sit to her right. Sachi, you are to her left, which means then you guys are staring at Lyric and Silith, who sit next to each other, obviously. But
Oh boy.
in more particular, you then notice Sanchi at the bar. You recognize somebody immediately. Other side, Stalking, other chair. Go across. Gotta be looking at the bar because that's the way she's facing as well. So
Okay.
there you go. Ish. Again, these aren't the actual tables. This is just more so the view Sanchi's getting.
Fair enough.
In some regard. And so, Sanchi, you notice immediately, and you may even almost try to act on it as you sit down, but Rose kind of like pulls you in. You see your husband at the bar. And she goes, I know you probably wish to do more than just stare at him because it's a little awkward, but don't blow anyone's cover. This was the most I could do. He's been instructed to sit there until we leave. So you can at least stare at him.
I get kind of
don't-
teary-eyed and put a hand on Rose's shoulder and like just a really heartfelt tap on the shoulder.
And she kind of nods and looks at the menu. And she looks at the menu and goes to Stocky and she goes, I planned a really impromptu meal, but act like you're looking at the menu. As she like looks.
Okay.
And as you look at the menu and you see the prices, they're exorbitant. This is like a rich, swanky ass place. And she goes, it's a
Jeez.
very humble environment here. She's just very much like, the prices aren't that bad. Da 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 da. All of you criminals being like, so like you're paying like $12 for like a sparkling water. Like levels of it's Disney pricing. And so Stalking, I see you rolled a
Yes.
deception check.
Yep. He's trying to lie to himself that these prices don't scare him.
Hilarious.
So you can see it on his face.
That's
Is it
very
a place with free bread?
And she goes, oh, you don't have to worry about it. The meal's all covered. It's fine. And as a little waiter dude
Does-
walks up, oh, I'm sorry.
Is there like a little? Do they have little folded napkins, like those little artistically looking folded napkins?
Oh yeah.
They're
Are
gonna
they
try to
fun?
pick it up and play with it, and then immediately get disappointed when it turns into a napkin. Look at this thing! Oh, what happened? This was just like a little crane.
She's kind of giggles as she like drinks her $12 sparkling water. So, but Sanchi, what are you doing before we go too far? You see your husband for the first time in God
I'm
knows how
just,
long.
Staring. I don't want to be too obvious, but yeah.
Yeah, you see him like kind of look over and like smile, and he gives like the tiniest little wave, as in like it looks like his hands just like shaking because he doesn't want to be obvious.
I've got
'Cause
the
he's
sleight of hand for this.
There you go.
Like
There you go.
I fix my hair in a way that's like, vaguely seductive.
They're
You
gonna
know-
have sex in the bathroom.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just see
But
feathers everywhere.
she can only stare. She's not allowed. But ultimately, yeah. So
She
the
was
way.
high enough sleight of hand.
Ooh, maybe. But still.
Her sneak is high.
So the waiter walks up and he goes, "Good afternoon, Miss Quantum. Would you like the appetizer served first?" And she's like, "Yes, thank you." And he's like, "Would anyone like anything else to drink besides the sparkling water?"
What day is it?
Monday?
Monday, yeah.
Monday?
No.
Do you have any of that juice?
Oh.
What kind of juice?
Wine?
No, not wine. The one with the
Sanchi?
sugar. It's mostly like sugar water. Sometimes there's like a little bit of color in
Apple
it.
juice?
No, I
Orange
prefer
juice?
like I prefer like rose juice. Not related.
Cherry? Cranberry?
Okay.
Is it a cocktail of some sort?
No, it's just like flavored water with sugar.
I'll see what we have in the back for you.
Perfect, thank you.
Of course.
You talking about what they give hummingbirds? Stacking says it under his breath.
Nectar?
It's actually so tasty. Don't knock it till you try it.
She's right.
This poor waiter. He looks over at you, Stockine, and he's like, "And you, sir?"
I'm fine with just the water, thank you.
Absolutely. As he like walks away, and you could tell like he looks at the bar dude because the bartender man's just like, "Oh."
What about Lyra?
I thought she said she was fine. We can get
Oh,
in
my
again.
bad.
I was
didn't
going
hear.
to ask for not angry water.
Ah,
Not
Of course.
disturbed, flat, something like that.
and you see him like come back over because the bartender dude's like, "Dog, you forgot someone," and he's like, "My apologies. So you would like not sparkling water?
Correct.
Would you like a lemon with it?
Yes, please. Lemon would be wonderful.
Okay."
I'll second that.
Oh, can I buy actually, get our drinks, I'll ask later.
Oh, okay. As he like finally leaves, as he's looking at the table again, making sure he doesn't mess up, and she like you could tell Rose just kind of sitting there like awkwardly smiling. But if you want to roll an insight, you can see how she's truly feeling. But right now she's just sitting there smiling. But
Sure.
just
Yeah.
Yes.
There
Oh,
we go,
can
that's
I
water.
ask Rose to order
Wow,
like
my
a?
one roll.
I'm doing so bad.
Oh, I guess. Rose, could you order 19? Wait, what's the year? It's like 5,000 something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need like the exact number.
I believe
From 1900. Jesus Christ.
What is it?
4,000-year-old wine. Let me pull up the.
5771.
Thank you. I knew it was in the opening.
Yep. Here we go. But
Could you
Yeah.
could you order a 5750 wine for the gentleman at the bar?
absolutely, of course.
Sorry, a rum.
Speaking of
Of
spirit,
course.
Lyric takes out his flask and he just not throws it, but slides it across the table to Stockine. I was supposed to give you that yesterday. Today, my bad.
What is it?
It's my flask. I was told that it has to go into your office until the weekend when I'm allowed to drink.
Huh.
You were all there for that.
I mean, yes, I was there, but I thought you would have left it at, the base. Either way, I appreciate it. Thank you. And Stakeen puts it in his pockets.
And you could tell Rose is just pissed that the order the waiter messed up. She, like, Lyric or Silent, immediately she's like fuming. Like, fully rage. But ultimately she's sitting there smiling. She's just quiet raging. Like, I can't believe this man. But the rest of you, everyone except for Lyric, it was a 10, notice
Damn.
that she's raging. And so he comes back with the drinks, and he's like, here's the hors d'oeuvres that were previously ordered. And there's like a bowl of salad, there's chips and salsa, there's these little meatballs on toothpicks, and then along with everything that you guys like ordered as in drinks. And then she ultimately orders the drink that you asked for, Sanchi, as well. And he's like, very well, ma'am.
Ooh.
I'll give you some time, and then I'll bring out dinner or lunch. Apologies, as he like bows, and she's like, very well, thank you. And then she's just kind of like, oh, the salad's my favorite, as she starts digging on in. And I would say, Silith, you notice she orders a drink, but you still don't recognize the guy. I don't know if you've ever met Sanchi's husband before.
Apparently not.
Ooh. I
Maybe
feel
you
like
don't
he would
recognize
I
have.
him
don't
because
know.
he's dressed up very nicely.
That's probably
He's
more
in.
likely, yeah. Because you guys
Yeah.
are both kind of like tangentially attached to the guild, so
Yeah.
True.
They're also facing away,
yeah.
not at him.
So you
So-
and he probably has like the kind of connections that you would have liked to know. So I expect you probably would have known him.
Alrighty. But I probably just don't recognize him. So Silith will make a mind link with Sanchi. Are you trying to pick up someone here of all places?
No, that's my husband.
And she'll look back. Can I do a, I don't know, would it be a history check to see if she recognizes him now?
Yeah.
Sometimes
do
it's
it.
also wisdom, but I think they're
I'll
the
go
same
with wisdom
usually.
then. No, history is intelligence.
Yeah, I see.
Nope,
It didn't matter.
it didn't matter.
Silith is hype about these hors d'oeuvres and lemon water, apparently.
It must have been, I mean, it has been like 3-4 years.
He was often
Dresses-
out of town on, business. So I don't blame you for not recognizing him, but it just reminds me of all the free time,
Do you want me to ask him something, or I could ask Lyric to do the group mind link if you don't mind having a listener.
Yeah, it'd be nice to hear his voice.
Okay, I'll tell him so it's not out loud. And so she'll make a mind link with Lyric. So the man Sanchi ordered a drink for is her husband, and she would like to ask a favor of you making the multi-person mind link so she can talk to him.
I really want to be a piece of shit right now, but
You could claim that as one of the favors she owes you, or you owe her.
I owe her favors.
Others,
But I am
yes.
gonna spend one of those probably. Anyways, sure. Wait, is this guy her husband?
Her
Boyfriend?
husband.
Oh,
Husband. Wait.
That's
Just
mine,
tell-
Well,
right?
that's still in the mind link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
For now.
remember, Sanchi can just get in those.
That's right. They're my mind links.
She hacked
Lyric
it.
will look at Sanchi and then he'll just shrug and say, "Just all right, I'll mind link with her and just have a point to the guy. I've never met him before."
Then Silith will end the mind link there and go back to eating.
As Lyric is like digging into some chips, he'll mind link with Sanchi. Who's the guy?
Sanchi just shares like her image of what she's looking at. Presumably, a mind link involves being able to share what, like your vision too, right?
Nope.
Ask
What?
Ask the DM. That's not my call.
Fine. Then I just say,
Third from the left at the bar.
Third from left at the bar. Is he attractive? Before out of character, is he attractive?
he's like rough, attractive, like the kind of like. I mean, he's
like a
dressed
sturdy
up.
man.
Yeah, he's dressed up, so he looks pretty good, but you can tell that, like, it's a dirty kind of attractive, like a pirate, you know?
All right, so back in character, I'll say, you have good taste.
Uh,
Look
And
at him,
bitch, I
Lyric.
know it.
I take like a quick glance, because I assume that we're not supposed to be around people that we know.
Well, the problem is your back is facing the bar currently.
Oh shit. Well
so that's
then,
why I'm
let's
asking if you're turning around.
let's do a sleight of hand turn around.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Maybe you
you
need to
go
go
to
wash
turn
your
around.
hands.
Yes.
You turn around and immediately Rose looks at you and she looks over at Sanchi and she goes, and you just see her like do the stereotypical mom. She doesn't say it out loud, but she just says, "Don't," as she looks at you as she's grabbing her salad and she goes, "Salad's my favorite. Have you had it before, Stalkeen?"
Not this particular one, no.
Try it.
Lyric shoots his back.
Yes.
It's entirely
Lyric,
straight
why
up in
don't
his
you-
seat.
Why don't you sit and have some salad? You may actually really enjoy it.
I tend to really like salads. Yes, actually it's one of the foods I had to eat a lot in the wild. Ha ha ha. Just like turkey. Takes a break from the chips and starts eating some salad.
And she looks over at Sanchi and you see her just kind of like move her cherries around like on her plate, and as she like leans into you and she goes, "I told you the most you could do was look at him. Do you want to get either of us in trouble?"
No, ma'am.
Thank you. You're on the job. You should remember that. As she then continues, she goes, "So, how do you guys like everything? Does everything taste good?"
Delicious, actually. But what do these numbers on this paper mean?
Prices?
Prices. So, like, wait a minute.
How much you would pay for them, Kieran?
So
You
if
never
I have
shop
to pay, if I have to
before?
Yeah,
pay
like how
12
much you would trade
yolks-
for something, like
I
coin
have to
and
pay
stuff.
12 yolks for a good bottle of rum, and this is a glass of water. It says 12 that. What the f? He stops himself from cussing all the way. He starts scratching his head. What? How is water more expensive than rum?
It's not. You forgot the decimal point. It's much
What's a
more expensive.
decimal?
Well, the period there. After the, like in
Little
between
dot.
the numbers. Yes. She
Huh.
looks over at like Stalkeen and she's like, in like a concerned look of like, has he never?
No,
Live?
he's been learning, but he's mostly fluent in Dwarvish, so it's a little bit of a learning curve, unfortunately. Comes in handy elsewhere, but I believe, Lyra, you've been teaching him to read, right?
That's a little bit. Sorry, choked on the water there.
But he doesn't understand how to. Well, regardless, I'm glad
No,
everyone.
he's never
liked
really
the
needed
food.
to, but at least, you know, kind of good on the uptake.
I see. Well, hopefully you enjoy the food, Kieran.
I do. Grabs a meatball. Oh my god.
Elwyn, Lyra,
Yes.
how are you all doing?
You know,
One
doing
second.
fine.
hmm
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
Man,
Well-
you never like any food.
Well,
For someone who likes food, she doesn't like food, yeah.
oh no, she's picky.
She only
not
likes
gonna eat it.
tacos.
Apparently.
yeah, I
Lyric-
guess.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was so curious about this answer.
Oh, so hands. I was actually gonna say, but I forgot earlier. Lyric has been looking at like the utensils and just being real confused about them. Like, there's 3 forks. Why is the 2 knives? That knife looks sharp. Nom. Just go straight in. But not like crazy, like grabbing with whole handfuls, but just like a couple of fingers at a time.
You work your way from the outside, and that's the easiest way to remember.
Be away from the outside of what?
Start with
It's
the
fine.
outermost fork and work in.
However you would like, Kieran. However you'd like. So, I don't get out much, nor do you guys, as it seems. So, do you guys have any questions for me? I would love to get to know you all more outside of base, at least.
Name ideas?
Oh. Well, I feel like we have to stick with our theme, mostly, but I have a few
Ours?
in mind.
Like,
Oh, you wanted me to say them. Well, you
Mhm.
promise not to tell.
well, I mean,
Um,
you haven't told him yet,
No.
right?
No, that's
Yeah, no.
yeah.
is Squad B
Well,
watching?
Of course they're watching.
You guys gonna keep quiet?
And you just hear all of them go, obviously. Like, they are very invested in this knowledge.
They're discreet.
And Lyric just like gives a thumbs up with a big cheesy smile.
And she's like, well, I don't want to spoil the boy's name too much, but girl I'm undecided with, so there's really only one name, which is the one I could spoil, but I've tossed around the idea, seeing this person's very important in our lives and is fairly new to our lives, but I thought of naming him Roy.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that's really
Does
sweet.
Spears say anything?
Nope, he's silent. he's just
sure-
silent.
I'm sure Roy will love that, and no one will ever tease him about it. He
Yes.
just like smiles.
And you just hear like Connor and we go like, that's a wonderful name. I've always loved the name Roy. I don't know any Roys, so that's a very unique name. 'Cause they
Insight
still
in the out of that.
don't know. They're 100% like
Obvious
yeah,
about it.
It's
Fucking
common
think this
knowledge they
exists.
don't know.
they don't know.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
they don't know.
I
They
just-
don't know a Roy.
I don't know if Connor's everywhere. Connor sees all.
Truly.
If Wade doesn't know, Connor sure as hell doesn't.
True.
Those two
True.
dinglebats, single brain cell, don't know anything about their poor leader. But regardless, no. And so she just like kind of like knowingly laughs as she like well, she can't hear it actually. She can't hear that. But so yeah, no, she sees all of you guys laughing and she just kind of chuckles. She goes, I know, silly, but yes.
Nothing silly about it.
I think
But-
it's a nice idea.
I thought so too. But yeah. For girls I'm still undecided. I need to think of some other names.
If you wanted to stick with gemstones, you could always go with Rhonda Knight or something like that.
It's a little too long though, nor do I like the name Rhonda. Sounds
It's
like
not the best for a child, I agree.
no, it sounds like a secretary.
Mm.
But like it's a secretary. They poor Spears saying they're freaking out like, oh my god, what if she has children of my first infidelity moment of sleeping with a non-married woman? No.
Back to
But
married
he's
women he goes.
Right.
Back to married women.
You know him. Just if he's gonna be scandalous, he might as well just go full escandalo and just start being the other man. But poor Spears, poor him.
True salute.
They can take care of the kid.
Unfortunate, but no. So anyhow, she's like, but for girls, I'm torn.
Well, there's
Very-
Ronnie. I guess it'll be Veronica, but I mean, you could make it Ronnie for
Ugh.
short.
Veronica's a horrible name.
Yeah.
Horrible name.
Well, I just
I like names that are
that.
shorter. I like short names.
that's why I said
Red.
Ronnie to start.
Hmm.
Red's a little too on
Ronnie
the
is
nose.
cute.
Sarah was my sister's name.
That doesn't seem like it fits.
It's a very good name, though.
My mom had this thing with all S names.
Hmm.
Always
Feel
go with
that.
Raven, so little bird or something like that.
Remy?
Yeah, if you're
Remy
going
is a
with
good one.
cute. It's very cute.
Or if you you could always go with the female version of Roy and go with Rory.
Ooh. These are all great ideas. She gets like kind of a like I don't want to say sad, but you could tell like something is bothering her, but ultimately she's continuing on. She goes, "Yeah, for sure."
God damn it. Oh no, I thought it was Sanchi. Okay, never mind.
Gasp.
Oh, I missed it. What are we inciting? What are we inciting?
What's
Her being
bothering?
sad.
Check me out.
Yeah, her being sad.
So, definitely Stocky. Jesus. So half of the
What is-
table doesn't notice. Stocky and Silent, you notice immediately the topic of like children's names is kind of like you could tell her mind's elsewhere as it's being talked about. But
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
I'm fine. It's just it feels odd talking about names already and just it's a very different experience this time, given I don't really know how to break the news to Rylan.
Well,
Like,
how'd you
I've-
do it the first time?
Well, the first time it was very planned and planned is a loose word. We knew we were ready for kids and then it just happened. Where this time, I think Rylan and I both knew we liked the idea of another child. At least I was in that park, but then everything happened with his work, so it just seems like poor timing, honestly. And I don't know how he's going to take it this time. I'm sure he'll be fine, but things are just tense in the world where when Ruby was born, it was a really good place. And I remember, I'm reminiscing, unfortunately, about the first time I went through this and everything that's changed since in such a short time span. It's just, it's hard. It feels different. It doesn't feel as joyous as I feel like it should be, and that it is. But there's just several other factors happening that are just kind of put me on edge or makes me a little somber. But I know I should be very happy, and I am very happy. But I'm just nervous about a few of the aspects and how different it is already.
You shouldn't fake happiness if you don't feel like that, and you should be able to talk to him about it.
You know, my husband always said
It requires
hard times make strong people.
And he is very much a
Yes.
dad, so I think he would, I think
yes.
my
He's a
squad
dad,
leader
yeah,
would
right.
agree.
Mm-hmm. I think it will be fine. I know he'll be happy about the news and everything. It's just so different this time. But, you know, it is what it is. But, outside of the baby stuff, did you guys have anything else to ask?
Mm, how did RQ introduce us to you? And then he makes a mind link with her and says, and answer up here if you need to.
And
Or
she
answer in
talks out
both.
loud. She just talks out loud. She goes, ultimately, he told me there was new recruits that were selected. And those new recruits were very interesting people. And I would say I agree with that statement.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think interesting is interesting.
I like that answer.
I do have a
But-
hospital request for you.
Mm-hmm.
Could you encourage Ruby to find a different nickname for me? Usually calling a Kalar star glowy or commenting on it is a sign that they lack self-control. And I apologize if that's how I came off.
Oh. Well, I can rest assure you she doesn't know that.
I figured it's just a little insensitive.
No, that's absolutely fair. I'll try my best. She's young, but
So I can't
Ruby's
use.
a
I
very.
shouldn't use my eyes to play with her.
It's I guess more my culture than yours. It's just it doesn't particularly sit well with me. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming her. It's just
It seems a lot of me right now doesn't sit well with you, if I'm being honest. But I'm trying my best to make your day good. But I'll note it. Thank you. Well,
So how did you get in touch with him?
with who?
He like shifts his eyes over towards Sanchi's husband.
Don't think
Um,
that's a very appropriate question.
Well, I would agree. Given I don't know who you're looking at. As she stares at you like point blank, just like, bruh.
little bead of sweat, and then he just like, what? Well, I mean, he's not here. I was, I think more to the point is how did you know with RQ? Like,
Like-
when did you decide or figure out that you loved him?
And you see her get like a little like rosy in the face as she like looks down as food immediately like they realize you're kind of done eating and the dude kind of comes out and there's a whole small little like taco buffet bar that is like set down. And she goes, I hope you guys like the food. It's what I was told you all enjoyed more so. Lyra enjoyed tacos most, so I had them special make them. But to answer your question, as like each of these are like your own little like build your own tacos because rich people love a deconstructed meal. And so deconstructed. So yeah, no, you can essentially have your own mini taco bar and build your own little tacos. It's like a little set of like 3 tacos that you then can just like build yourself. And she goes, when I knew with him, as she's like building her tacos, she goes, it's a little bit of a long story, but ultimately there used to be this little boy that would way back when we were young, he was around when Alara was in the house for a year or so, and I can't fully remember his name, but he had these bright green eyes, and they were just so striking. And they used to he used to come over with his brother and his family, and I always saw that little boy with the green eyes staring at Alara a certain way. And I asked my mother, who's always been very ill, and I'm very close to my mother, so I take a lot of her words to heart and what she says. And so I remember her asking her, like, why is he look at her that way? And she told me it's because he loves her. And that just like stuck with me. And so I grew up, and that little boy stopped coming around pretty quickly. Then we met the Quantums, and Rylan started to be around Alara because they started working together and such. And the little boy was no longer around, but his brother was, Edwin. He was of the friend group, and Rylan and Alara, from what I heard, I know It's unfortunate. I hear you guys say it all the time, but it's where the nickname RQ came from, was Edwin's brother. And Edwin told him one day, and it was the one time that they kind of got into a fight because they're best friends, honestly. And Edwin's brother used to call him RQ, and the nickname didn't stand for his initials. And I've never understood the meaning behind it. Edwin never understood, but it set Rylan off into a complete storm. But it stood for replacement quality. And so they fought, and it was a whole thing. But like boys do, they make back up. But funny enough, Edwin ended up marrying my best friend, Jade. Both Ryland and I were at the wedding, and ultimately that's where I reconnected with Ryland, and we kind of had a really big heart to heart. And Jade came over one day to show me a photo of how at the wedding, and she was coming over to tell me she was pregnant and stuff. And it was right before I found out I was pregnant with Ruby. But she showed me a photo of how Ryland was looking at me at the wedding, and that's when it finally hit me. Mind you, I was already married to Ryland. I knew I loved him and what have you, but it felt very much out of a duty or service, given I was, our family life at the time. And so it was at that moment that I found out that I really was in love with him, because he was looking at me the exact same way that little boy used to look at Alara. And it's just wild how your sister can teach you that lesson, or just some random kid that I can't remember his name. But ultimately,
In a mind link, did he have pink hair?
I think so. Yeah. I think he did, from what I remember. But unfortunately, Jade and her unborn daughter both passed. It was complications with the pregnancy, I guess. But yeah, no, Edwin is still around from time to time. He actually works at the base. He's goes by Dr. Edwin. He doesn't go by his last name. Apparently it causes a bunch of things, bunch of confusions and what have you. But he's actually the legal guardian of Ruby if something happens. And Jade actually named Ruby, and then I named her daughter. But clearly it didn't happen. So that's kind of why this one feels so weird, is she's not there with me this time. And so it just feels very empty. And she filled that area where, like, I missed my sister, because I love Alara and I can never see her because she's so busy working and traveling and what have you. And so Jade was always there to kind of fill that hole. And now there's nobody to fill that. But no, Edwin works at the base, and he's one of the therapists there.
Hmm.
But that's when I found out.
Could he talk with us sometime?
I would imagine so. He usually, from what I understand, he's a specialized therapist, and so he usually people have to request him. Usually most new recruits do that, so I wouldn't be surprised if Ryland hadn't already filled out the paperwork for you all. I know Connor sees him, so I would imagine the whole team is invested in that. But I'm surprised you guys didn't know. But I know I think you guys would be great, especially you, Kieran and Lyra. You both would be phenomenal with him, because he did go back to school to learn about Kalistars and everything. So they are usually a bit of he was adopted into the family, and I imagine he's wanting a sense of belonging. I don't want to air out too much of his personal life. It's for him to share, though he is very quiet and timid, especially after Jade passed. And he did distance himself between Ryland and I, but he was there for Ruby's birth and everything. But yeah, no, I believe all three of the other squad had seen him at one point or another, but his methods are a little unorthodox from what I hear. but he is good at what he does. And if not, he'll get you with someone who is very good to help you. But he went back to school to learn all about Kalishtar and his ancestry.
Doesn't
They are usually a
another
bit of a
dude
rarity.
Kalista on the base?
Apparently. He used to
Never
be
met
the
another
only
guy.
one, so it's odd. I mean, usually it's a rarity, but maybe not in our social group. But yeah, you should visit him. It's Dr. Edwin. Again, I won't share his private life or anything of that, but he's very intentional, studious, and calm. As she like kind of looks down and she goes, I think it would be good for you all to meet with him. He needs something to look forward to.
Well, we'll definitely give him a good paycheck.
It's fine. I'm sure it's on the base. But yeah, that's
Even
when I
better.
knew. And she starts eating her tacos and what have you. So, and she goes, did you have any other questions? Lyra? Marcus? Aylwin?
Lilith will make a mind link with her. Oh, go
Mhm.
ahead if you want to.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
So, how much does Spears Roy know? It sounded like Team B is starting to get into, or starting to question things.
Are you saying this out loud?
No, I said mind link.
Okay, sorry. I
did.
missed that. Sorry, I missed it. And she
No,
goes,
you're
what
good.
are you talking about? Know about what?
Insight.
She's good. Of
She,
course.
to you, looks genuinely confused as she's sitting there trying to eat like her taco, and she just kind of looks up and she goes, what are they knowing about?
Alara's work.
What about her work? She goes out and she helped out in Waffle for some time. She has done several missions and ambassador runs. What work are you talking about? Is there something I don't know about my sister?
Well, it sounded like a lot of the stuff with Lyric's tribe was a little under the table, and they were questioning that. They thought there was a lot of propaganda on TV. I didn't know if Roy had said something about that to you.
All I know about Lyric's family is I was asked to get a tribe of Kalishtar out of Egg and into Freesta. I don't know the other half of what happened or why. What happened?
Don't worry about it.
Very well.
Sorry, I don't want to add any stress to you. There was some work stuff, and yeah.
I'm not involved with the military. You do know that, right? Just my
Yes,
husband. I'm an ambassador. So I wouldn't know anything about the missions or anything besides what my father and what my husband has told me. Both have said she's gone on ambassador missions. She hasn't done anything wrong. She helped out in Waffle for some time. I'm unsure
sounded
what
like
you're
there was-
speaking of.
There's some drama with her last ambassador mission, which is why they needed your help, and we were asked to keep that away from Roy and them. And I thought you'd known a little bit more. I apologize.
Roll deception check.
For the love of God.
Yeah.
She just kind of like lifts an eyebrow and she goes, very well, as she continues to eat.
Crusted my ass. That's not in mind. Like, that's out of character. busted my ass.
Well, she's not lying.
Starkeen looks at Silith and kind of does the little motion that I think they kind of know to do a mind link between all of them again.
That wouldn't be silent to do all of them.
I don't know. Sure, then Lyric.
There you go.
Do I
Silent
notice,
and
or am I
Lyric
busy
people.
eating a taco?
Here, I will incite him. With the 12, do I understand what he wants?
I see him.
You guys noticed. You guys noticed.
Oh, your good roll.
There we
Mhm.
go.
All right. Hi, my link was stuck in. What's up?
Can you do a mind link with the rest of the group? I kind of want to talk about the. Did you not think it was weird that there was someone else at the house? Their house?
No.
Well, okay. I mean,
If you want to talk with the others about it, are you asking for a group chat?
yeah, I mean, I guess, but
All right, I only
Yeah.
get one more of these, and just so you know,
until when?
tomorrow after I take a nap or something. Also,
Okay.
just so you know, I recently discovered I can use my Psionics to do other things well, like look into people if need be. Kind of.
What?
It's hard to explain. I'll write it down for you or something sometime and have someone translate it. But anyways, just know that I could do things to help the team more. But
Okay.
anywho, let's get this going. I'll roll. Let me go down to it. Put it on the screen. Blah blah blah. Boop. No, not right click. There. So there it is. Do a 6-sided die. Dice. Boom. 1 hour. We get 1 hour.
Well, that
Uh,
should be all.
I'm still kind of.
Keen's question.
All right, good, because I'm still kind of feeling it from yesterday.
Yeah, I can imagine. You guys kind of went through it.
Not what I mean, but also true.
Fair enough. Rose, I guess I have a couple more
Wait,
questions.
who am I attaching to this? Because I can only do 3
Oh, you can only do 3?
besides me. I can do 3
Oh.
besides me, and then I have 1 racial. I can do a racial mind link, so I can have 4, but I have to parrot everything for the 4th person. So choose your characters.
Oh God. Well, I do kind of want to ask Rose, and I feel like it would a couple questions, and I feel like it would be a little suspect if you parrot everything to Silith, wouldn't it?
If I had what?
If you parrot everything?
I mean, she's smart. She's extremely smart. She'd be able to understand what the hell I'm saying.
I just think it's a little risky, but okay.
It's not like I haven't done it several times already.
Yeah, but I think Rose is trying to keep some things on the down low. I did want to ask her about this child, apparently, that is living in their house.
I mean, didn't she tell us what's going on with that?
Not really. Well, kind of, but I feel like
You really
there's
don't
just
trust
more to
anything,
it.
do you?
What?
You never trust anything, do you?
I think there's just more than what she's telling us in regards to that. But if you really think, I'll let it go.
It
I don't
sounds
mind.
like you guys as a group need to talk. You guys should mind link together and talk.
Okay then, who's my other?
Clearly,
Who's
the
my
boys
other
are too
two?
stupid.
Who's my other two, Stockade? Who are we doing this with? Come on, I've already used the ability. I need two people's names.
I guess the other two.
What? Okay. Beam, Islet, Beam, Sunshi.
Oh, hey guys, we're all in this group chat together. What's up?
How's it going? We're here to talk about stonks.
Big stonks. Did
Um,
either of you think it was a little weirder than normal that they just had this little girl, like, living in their house, basically adopted?
Is RQ aware that she's there?
That's what I want to know.
Well, kind of in regards to that, it sounds like Rose is being kept in the dark about a lot of, shall we say, confidential things. So, there's that.
Does it?
Yeah.
She seems very well informed to me.
That's what I originally thought, but I tried to ask her how much Spears knows, and started getting into some touchy territories where she didn't seem to actually understand things, and you would think in a mind link she would be more willing to talk if she did. So keep the confidential confidential. It sounds like she genuinely doesn't know about Alara.
Yeah.
I am a little concerned about. Was she not a little bit different before the Arcoma? I know we didn't really know her that well, but she seems drastically changed, no?
Drastically changes it nicer and wants to get closer to us.
Yeah. Doesn't that strike you as suspicious? And then she's showing
It
that
does.
she knows us so well, and she's Benetine's daughter?
Yeah, that was my original thoughts, and then Alara and said she was trustworthy, so I thought, and apparently I need to stop talking because I'm just digging myself a hole.
We should probably just stop prying into certain subjects altogether. We were told who to trust and who not to say things to. It's probably safer to stick to that. But the only exception should probably be Roy.
I mean, that's what I was trying to figure out. They said we could trust her, and she is in the dark about everything.
And we're in the
there's
dark
Probably
about some
why we
stuff.
can trust her is because she's in the dark about so much.
Or perhaps she's just.
Yeah,
Maybe she's not in the dark, and she just doesn't want us to know.
more than likely.
Yeah, I mean, she does know we were criminals.
Mm,
And that does kind of lead to not giving and not trusting with certain types of information, but
I mean, she definitely seems like she wants us to ask her something. She wants to tell us something.
That's the impression I got, but like I said, I spoke up and I seem to have offended her, so.
well, we're also not enjoying ourselves. At least not fully. She did say that she wanted everyone to have a good time, and most of us are
I think she
kind of having a
also.
conversation about not trust right now.
I also think that she may just be trying to send a gesture of goodwill in as far as her capacity. Sort of 50-50
I mean, we all
on
did
it.
just have, like, hell of a time for a while, and then get skinny, and then have to get not skinny, mostly. And, this seriously could just be the time where someone's actually trying to give us a breath of fresh air, and we just happen to get caught up in some of her bad day or unfortunate adoptive daughter's life.
It's still very strange that she's there instead of on the base, or that was the first, like, we or anyone maybe has seen this girl versus,
Kind of sounded like it was
Ruby.
a secret that she was here.
Well,
Yeah. Why would she keep it a secret if she's so upfront about things like Ruby? Like, and what happened? Why did they need to adopt her?
I guess I'm
Because
just.
her family is dead.
Yeah, but they could have gone anywhere. Why them?
Stalking, if you saw an abandoned child on the ground, would you just leave them?
I don't know what I would do, but I'm inclined to say no, I wouldn't. However, given certain circumstances, maybe I would. It
Like
seems like,
having all of the money to afford this place?
but we don't know. It's questions. You can't assume just because you would do it, other people would do the same thing.
Well, with her being an ambassador, she's also partially doing her job by taking in a child from Freesta. There is that.
Are they?
And with who her father is, she would have some sway in that matter.
I mean, is her father even aware of this child?
Yeah.
Well, he might be now if he's watching the conversations, which he probably is.
Or, you know, saw her through our vision?
Exactly.
But does that now put the child in danger?
Only if only if they didn't know before. Which, again, like you said, assuming is bad.
Yeah. So, just questions to keep in mind. We don't know anything, and like Silas said, and Sanchi, it seems like she wants us to ask her something, and we don't
Well,
know what it is.
I would say it
Speaking of
might
knowing
be,
things... Oh, go on, Silas.
it could be in regards to her work, but I have a feeling out in public is not where we should ask about it based off of perceptions that already exist. So that might be a car conversation.
I have a question for you, Stalking, really quick. About knowing things, actually. How... And I'm not gonna pry, but food for thought. How did you know about Rose?
What do you mean?
Well, back when you initially brought it up, I was in the bathroom and I heard that you had recently told her congratulations for a pregnancy, and I laughed at you because she wasn't pregnant and I thought you were calling her fat. And then it turns out you were right. Why do you know that?
I didn't.
What made you ask or say something?
Because I thought she was. I had misheard
Why?
something and thought she was. It was a
Hmm.
simple miscommunication and misunderstanding on my end. I am just a person who can also make mistakes. And that
But you didn't make...
was one of them.
Only kind of.
At the time, I did think it was a mistake. And it was a mistake. Up until recently. I wouldn't
that's
look into it.
Well, I have some reasons to look into it, but if it was just a mistake, then I guess I didn't learn anything.
I can
What
tell
about
you with every ounce of my being that it was a misunderstanding. I misheard something someone had said. I thought she was pregnant again. I falsely congratulated her, and it just so happens to be a coincidence.
Mm-hmm. And Lyric just kind of starts like tilting his head at, like he's trying to hear things again.
Sakine rolls his eyes.
And he like does it with
Believe
both
what you
ears.
want, but that's the truth.
I do believe it. It's just things would have made it it would have been easier to explain some things to you guys if it was a different answer.
Like what?
I'm still trying to figure out how to answer you from yesterday.
Uh,
About why you guys should care, but not really. I shouldn't say I should care, you guys should care about Alara. That's your own choice. If you don't want to be good to someone who's nice to you all the time, that's on you. But at least about when it comes to trusting her and getting the mission done, there's a very good reason I can give you all now. I just don't know how to explain it without sounding batshit insane.
I mean,
Yeah,
we've
well.
already seen insane things, so what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, we went to the past.
Yes, but what if you could look into the future?
As far as I'm aware, I cannot.
Yes, I know you can't. At least now. Shame. But that's might not be true for everyone.
Are you saying you can?
No, thank God. Not with everything that came with it, apparently. But let's just say our mission isn't just about saving Egg. It's more like everything. And as he says that, he like takes a big chomp out of the taco and like starts joking a little bit, pounding his chest. And that's and considering everything else that happened, I believe what she was saying. And he tilts his head more and he with both sides, trying to hear something.
What are you doing?
It's just really quiet in here. I thought it'd be a little bit louder with all the people that are here.
It is a fancy place.
You might need to get your ears checked at the doctor then.
Maybe.
Good excuse
No.
to go see Dr. Edwin.
Yeah, but I don't think I can talk to him about this.
Not at first, maybe, but if you are quick to trust everybody, maybe eventually.
Derek looks at Stockine and kind of gives him like the serious eyes and says, I cannot say a damn thing about this to anyone outside of you all, and I can't say it out loud ever. This is not something that I can share with anyone other than the lot of you. And it kind of sucks because I feel like you two wouldn't follow what I say. Points at Sanchi and Stockine, like literally does the two fingers. He's also still talking tacos with Rose this entire time. Oh,
Sakine is also eating his tacos and just kind of smiles as he's doing it. Look, I think if we find someone maybe we can trust, even maybe outside the military, you never know. Once we get to missions and stuff, what'll happen? Maybe there'll be someone who can, I guess, prove what you're talking about, your theories. But right now it's just a lot of information and a lot of stuff to go off of, and we don't really. It's like throwing darts at a dartboard and not really taking aim anywhere. You're just kind of throwing them, hoping they stick. Good to have the theories, but keep
It's-
keep an open mind
This
about
one's
more
not
too.
This one's not so much a theory though.
Oh.
Silith, maybe you'll be able to help me explain it at some point, but unfortunately, for reasons, I think it's a conversation that you and I should not have with everybody. At least not yet.
Talking to you and Silith, or me and you?
Me and Silith. Me and Silith. When it comes to me and you, I don't really have any questions anymore. I thought I learned something about you again. I'm sorry I didn't.
Why are you apologizing?
Don't you want to know more about yourself?
No.
Anyone have anything else to say?
I know a little bit too much about myself already, so there's that. But yeah, I the point is, I still think it's a little strange about this girl, but if you guys don't think it's weird, then I will drop it.
I mean, I'm sure if you asked Rose about it, she would tell you. You could just ask more about her in general.
Yeah, it just seemed like it was more of a keep low to the ground kind of thing that she, similar to Sanchi's husband, wouldn't want to say out loud. Especially
Want
if
me-
she has said that the people here kind of hate her.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You could ask about her as a person, the girl, what her favorite color is, if she likes the new environment, if she's excited for school, all the parental questions, if you will.
Yeah, I just think it'd be a little strange if, asking those when Ruby isn't any of that.
They would have already seen our tracker's information. So does it really matter at this point?
I suppose not.
Just don't mention she's harboring a illegal immigrant.
I think that's more the questions I did want to ask. Get down to the nitty gritty. There seems to be a lot of dancing around and not a lot of straight to the point.
Oh
Fine.
man. How many times have we been down that road before?
Stakeen kind of raises his eyebrow a little too much.
Yep. So the name of the game is foreplay. You gotta make sure you get things flowing in order to get things flowing. Not literally, of course. Talking about gotta have the small talk in order to have the big talks.
Could always ask her in the car back.
If Sanchi can make sure it's a private conversation.
I don't know if I'm that skilled yet. I mean, I can try, but I can
Try what?
try.
Well, hack the car. That way no one listens. I.e.,
I sort of assumed it'd be another mind link.
I got one more of these a day, and we're in the middle of the day. We might want to save it.
Well then I guess I'm our only hope.
you have been training a lot.
Don't worry, I'm full of self-confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I'm incredible. Go on, say it again.
That you are.
Humble
You can
as
totally
always.
make sure that we're safe.
Perfect.
Let her cook.
Oh, I'll cook all right.
I thought you were the one who cooks.
I'll cook until
Apparently
we're
not.
cooked.
They won't let me.
You never said that.
Yes, they did. They told me that they won't let me in the kitchen.
Silent, I was too enamored with my husband at the moment, but what did you say to Rose to get under her skin?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, what did you say to Rose?
I mean, all of it was out loud.
I was too enamored with my husband and stopping him from pooping on the floor.
I'm not sure what I said that upset her. I asked not to be called glowy because it's an insult from where I'm at, and she said apparently we don't get along. That's so. Apparently,
No, I'm not one to talk about it.
whether or not she heard my comments in the med bay or not, I don't know. But I tried to apologize for that and might have made things worse. So I just shouldn't talk around her.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You can always improve things. If you could turn a murder hobo around, I'm pretty sure you can turn this around.
Lyrics, right. You're really good at reading people, so maybe hold back a little bit, but still try to engage.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. So then you can pull back maybe a little further. I don't know. The only thing that makes sense to me.
Nothing a nice little gift won't help. Something from the heart.
Well, I'm working on a painting for her as an apology gift already, so.
Yeah, see? That'll do it.
Well, maybe we can spend a couple of, or maybe you can visit her, whenever it feels right to you, and try to build a friendship. I mean, I know that might be kind of weird, but we're all going to be on base for a while. Might be good for us to make these connections, and not every connection is quick.
And she does want to get to know us better, so I mean, regardless, if she says you guys don't get along now, maybe once she quote unquote gets to know us better, she might.
One day at a time.
Yep. Okay, so I guess do we wanna talk to I guess I'll ask her about the child then, thank you.
Am I turning off the chat?
Everybody logs out.
It's funny, you all actually can. It's just like the Mind League. You can stop it yourselves.
Oh yeah, Sancho is saving that for when she needs to hang up on Lyric.
So we'll start with Silith because I fully did not see the chat. I didn't hear any bleep blops. So as my bad. Oopsie. So
See?
yeah, like you ask, and she goes, I think she does truly. I mean, it's so silly because she's very much into princesses and everything. And to explain a little further, maybe she called you glowy lady because she felt like you glowed because your skin is very, very, I don't want to say pale, but very, it glows when the light's on it and they're hospital lights. So you were kind of fluorescent in that regard. She didn't genuinely mean you were glowing, but it's kind of like, how they tell pregnant women they're glowing. It's very similar to that. So, but my child also doesn't understand much of your culture.
I figured I didn't mean
was
to
more of a
imply that. I just. I might be able to make her believe in fairies a little bit more, but yeah.
I think she would love that. I can tell she's moving out of the princess and into the mythical era
Maybe
of
maybe
her
I'll
life.
make her some little wings she can wear then.
That would be
That may be a good one.
amazing. I think she would love that given her time as an only child is coming to a close at some point. So, for anything to make her happy at this point. And for Freesta, I would love to go back for sure. There's been a lack of communication, as I'm sure you can imagine. If I could go back, it would have been a lot easier to handle with Miria, but
But,
unfortunately,
aside
not
from
at this
obviously the pregnancy, what's kept you from going back?
well, given her ship was sank illegally,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not risk that happening to me, and then poor Ruby being in the same situation
Sure.
Miria's in.
Usually, I don't
Give or
know if
take.
ambassadors are recalled until, are we at war?
We're not officially there, but they say it's imminent, but I believe there's genuinely no risk. But Freesta's a very peaceful country. They never would attack first, and so I find it very odd that and you notice that she's like looking around to kind of make sure everything's okay. She goes, it's usually a very peaceful country, but it never attacks first, so it would have to be us. But
Well,
yeah,
haven't we already attacked first?
a little, which is why I'm not too sure on how that's all handling. I've been out of the loop currently. But as the waiter is taking away kind of the food
The
and
tacos.
whatnot, yep, you're all done eating your tacos. You've been eating for a while. And dessert starts to come out. And ultimately, you hear, and like what comes out is just like small little cakes and cookies and stuff. Like the stereotypical, like, ooh.
Fortune cookies.
Their food.
Yeah. Like, ooh, desserts. Ooh, rich people desserts. You all hear, the four of you, because as you've learned, Rose has nothing to do with the military, so she can't really hear Spears, Connor, and all of them talking. You hear over the comms, you hear Spears say, we already have sight of them, and I can easily take them both out because I have an open shot at this moment, but we have two males dressed in navy blue looking around. You could see them through the window to your, I believe, right, it would be. Looks like they do have
Sneaky
weapons of
perception.
sorts, but I'm not too sure if they are just in the area or if they actively know who Rose is. So, Stalking, what do you want me to do?
You say you're not sure they know who Rose is?
I'm not sure. No, but they were at the crowd that was outside her home.
Of course they were. Okay. Definitely, don't fire yet. Don't fire yet.
Do the blue uniforms
But-
mean anything to us?
No, they're just identifying. So I mean, when you look out
How-
the window and see,
How close is Rose to Silith?
like
Would you say
across
within
the
5
table,
feet?
I would
And how
say
close is
so.
Rose to the window?
You guys are kind of. Let me actually. Let me double check something and make sure. Yeah, those are there. No, y'all about to see something big, cool. Bop, bop, boop.
Oh wow.
Look at this.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Oh no.
ultimately, in theory, it should be like this. I don't know why I set them up the other way, but yeah, your guys' table's over here, and so the window's over here, give or
Okay.
take. So, yeah, is your guys' current kind of setup.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say she's within 5 feet.
Okay.
Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice.
Nice.
I think I have a
yeah.
danger sense as well. I don't know if that will be of particular use right now.
Do it. Bleep blop it.
I mean, it does this, but I feel like by name it has perhaps more relevance to this situation from a roleplay perspective.
Fair, fair, fair. But yeah, no, you all kind of like, after Spears kind of gives his great rendition of yo, this is what they look like. You all can kind of see them, and they're kind of like looking in the window, and like they kind of point, and then they're just like talking to each other.
What are they pointing at?
They're pointing at you guys.
Well,
Okay.
Should we
Um,
go?
Can I insight them from where I'm at?
You would be able to, yeah.
yeah,
The
let's
window's like tinted, but like they're right up essentially
No.
on the window. You
let's
know
read
nothing,
that
Silent.
body
You think they're great
language.
people. You think they're like
Yeah.
her #1 fan. The only one, like the only one, Sanchi, you notice immediately these dudes are looking at y'all, and it ain't looking good.
Well,
They not here for friendly reasons. You can tell by what you can see of their face, because it is kind of like tinted and dark, and you guys are away from the window. But you could just tell just by their body language that they ain't folks that you want around.
can my hacking skill like show me like any electronic devices in the area that could be used to neutralize them without killing them?
You don't see any.
Okay,
No.
in that case,
It
I'm going
looks
to
like it's-
counsel Stakin to.
Stakin, I think you should let him take a shot.
If we do that, I don't want to risk
There's more
the
risk.
reputation anymore. But also, I don't want to risk killing them and then making things even worse.
You want me to make a distraction?
Rose, should we
Get
go to the
everyone outta
bathroom
here.
real quick and freshen up?
I think it might be best to get the car.
Oh.
Stakin says it to Lyric under his breath, but also kind of nods at Silas to go ahead.
I
Hmm.
I actually have a thing against public restrooms. I'm sorry. But we can like go if we want.
All right.
I trust this
Should
restroom.
we?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just being pregnant. I tend to just I see a toilet and bleh. I don't want to bleh, around in a public space.
Stakin does say to Spears, though, keep a target on them just in case they make a move.
It's like,
Can
By
I
I'm
Eric, they
assuming
do.
Rose can hear all this out loud, minus Spears' side, correct?
She can't hear your guys'
Mhm.
conversations with Spears right now. No.
But you can hear what we're saying.
Yeah, but like if you're speaking out loud, she can hear it, but ultimately you guys wouldn't be speaking out loud. You essentially are using the military version of a mind link.
Yeah, the mind link
Yeah.
is set.
I thought it
Yeah.
had to be out loud for
Nope.
to be able for them to hear.
No, they can just hear in
Oh,
your mind.
good.
Yeah.
They-
It's
they
essentially
vibrate in our
military
ears.
mind link.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
nanomachines, son.
Duh.
It's we're full on Metal Gear in this bitch.
Ooh, let's go. But yeah, so do you all like tell her like, oh yeah, we don't like dessert. We hate sweets. We must leave. Essentially.
It actually doesn't like sweets.
Doesn't agree with my digestion.
Do you mind if we
Okay.
take these to go? Unfortunately, I did get a call, and I think they want us back at the base.
Of course. Yes, absolutely. I mean, today was kind of a, impromptu day. So let's get going then, shall we?
Thank you for the dirt food.
Stakin,
Yes,
the
thank-
military is
okay.
made for covering things up. You'll regret it more if you.
kill people.
You'll regret it more if you don't.
I agree.
Alrighty. And you all skedoodle out of there before you have to fight, before Spears has to kill anybody. And you all get out nice and peacefully. Deep
That
dop
could've-
doop.
That could have ended badly.
Somehow.
Time to scroll
It could have
down
ended
5
badly,
pages.
but it didn't.
Maybe should have.
Yeah.
Maybe should have ended badly.
Time to
Them.
scroll on down. So yeah, you all get into the car, and you guys noticed the first time you entered in through the back way, so you already knew you weren't going through the front door. And you pretty much hear Spears say, "Yeah, no, they're not getting in a car. They're just walking away now. Think you made the right call. Good job."
Thank you. I figured it was for the best to avoid any kind of additional conflict to what was already going on. That would have escalated things.
You've been reading that book very well, I see.
Well, I do have military background, so it makes sense.
So proud.
Spears, did you have a vision of the car the whole time?
Yes.
Okay, just making
You
sure.
sound hesitant.
Well, it's more so a sniper really shouldn't give away their position.
You're not giving away your position. I'm just asking that.
Oh, so you're actually around here.
Or so
Yes.
is the car untampered with, or should we check it?
It's fine. I was watching it. It's in view from where I am.
SBS says so, I believe it.
And she gets on in and she goes, "That was a wonderful meal. Did you all enjoy it?"
Yes,
Very much,
thank you.
Delicious.
If any of you are lying, roll the checks. If you're lying.
Well, I feel like she needs to get advantage on the tacos.
Yeah, go for it.
Tacos were good.
Did
the
Silas not like the
conversation was
tacos?
awkward.
That's what I'm rolling for. Oh no! No, they're fancy tacos!
Wait, that's Constitution.
only-
She hates fancy food.
Yeah,
But she
Tori said we could do it with
loved the-
Constitution.
Yeah, but you
Ah,
I love the shitty cafeteria tacos.
not even
College tacos were
This
awful.
makes sense. Oh my
Shitty
god, you like mice
cafeteria.
and shitty food better than fancy food.
Poor Rose. She tries to do one nice thing and it just backfires on her so hard.
Silent hates it.
Literally.
I was performing while eating it. I rolled just in case that she was
Same.
playing up how much she liked them.
And you got a crit, so.
Yo, all of
but
this
anyhow.
makes sense.
But yeah,
Yes.
no. So she, as you all are getting in, she sits in the back this time, but sits next to Lyric and lets Stalkeen be in the front with Silith, and she like leans into you and she goes, "Hopefully that made up for the date being rejected. I heard your stuff was rejected to go out, and so I thought this would be a, kill 3 birds with 1 stone kind of deal."
That's offensive.
He leans.
My bad.
He
forgive you.
leans over and says, "To be completely honest, it's kind of my fault if it didn't work out. I may have screwed up." And he like puts his hand in front of his face and does like the wavy thing, while also doing the fear in like cat and 2 lines phases. I may have screwed up a bit.
Well, regardless of what happened, I'm not too sure, but I just heard it was rejected and I felt like you all deserved some time out of the office. So
It's appreciated greatly.
I try my best.
I think those 2 really liked the ocean. Or the water. I don't know if it was the ocean.
It was, but yeah, I tried my best, and I feel like she hates me, to be honest, but it's okay.
No. Silas doesn't really hate anyone besides probably a dead man.
Oh. Okay.
But,
Because I'm not
but-
dead. Or a man.
Yeah, and you're not a man
Really?
either. Which is good because you're pregnant, and that would be very awkward.
It would be. There's books about it.
I think that's how hyenas do it, though.
Anyways, what were you saying, Sanchi?
I was saying you did a good job today.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm sorry there wasn't more that could be done.
That's okay. Can you... I hope it's not stepping over the line, but could you tell us any more about Miria?
Oh, yes, of course. She's great. She loves the piano. In Freesta, they're very a celebratory country, and so they love music and dance, and while it's cold up there, they have their own celebrations and such, and so it's just kind of her thing. And, no, she's a little... She's in that teenage bratty stage, it seems, but
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Did you say RQ is helping with her?
He knows she's there, but he's a little more focused on other matters.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he's still getting used to his role and everything with that. So,
Who were her parents? I know you said they died, but... Any
no,
reason
they
there
were
should...
just... No, there was no reason. They were just normal people.
Oh.
So,
Is our country in the
No.
habit of taking out normal people boats?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, I guess
But
this is an
as of late-
incitable situation.
To your knowledge, she is being honest.
Got you.
Oh, that's weird. I just went.
She's being honest.
Damn.
She's genuinely just honest. And she's like, no, I hope it's not. It seems... I want to believe it's an accident, but given the current climate, I find that hard to believe.
What
But
would- What would be the benefit if we went to war with Freesta? Like, who does this serve?
it's a great question. I wish I knew. But it's probably similar to how things went with Waffle.
Do you
If a
think
country just gets a little too advanced, I guess, they find it threatening.
do you think your father would try and stop this?
No. I feel he's in full support of it.
Mhm. How does she react
Honestly.
talking about her father? Is she just unchanged?
She's just kind of like even. Yeah, she's just even keel about it. And she goes, I think he's very much in support of the war,
He
and what's happening.
just wants something to test his weapons on, huh?
Seems that way. I don't know what weapons he has or what the military is making. They're not being, in theory, quiet, so yeah, you would be able
Okay.
to, I'd imagine.
Oh,
You're in the
well,
car
She had
with
been
them.
whispering to Lyric.
Yeah, she
so I
was
didn't know
whispering
she
to the
still
lyric.
kept the low
No.
tone. Okay.
Nope, you're good.
We've been
She's
speaking
like-
in respectful tones as well.
Yeah. Respect. So,
yes,
but no, she's like,
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
CT. Ooh, come on. But she's like, she's more so of like, I'm not too sure what weapons he has or if he even works with weapons, honestly. But it just overall
Well, she's not
probably
sure.
serves. She's not,
Oh,
being honest. She goes, I'm not sure what he would gain from us going to war with Freesta, honestly. I find war worthless anyways. She's being 100% honest. But I'm someone that just doesn't believe war will ever do anything good. I mean, might be a little silly seeing I'm essentially a diplomat, but I don't understand the why behind it, and everything in the media is just nonsense. I mean, they're calling me everything in the book, and it's just wild to me. Like, it just seems unfounded. The only difference is that I don't even know. Freesta's just doing what Freesta does. They have a lot of different energy, clean energy. It's healthy for the environment. They're just good people. doing good things, and for whatever reason, Egg finds them very concerning. And I know there was like one media story a few months back at this point, and there was talks about like some gene or whatever, and I'm like, does that have to do with anything? Freesta doesn't do anything with that, so nor do we. So I don't know why anyone's talking about it really, but
Wait, then
I
what?
guess there is some scientists that do it. I don't know. I've never asked Ryland's father about it. He works at Quantum Genetics. I feel like it would have come up sometime. But I've never heard anything about it.
Mentioned Waffle. Have you heard any news from there? I heard there was something, but I didn't get the details.
No,
It's been a while since I've heard about anything
Yeah.
from home.
no, Waffle. We haven't. After they went in and did their. I don't want to call it negotiations because it was a little bit more forced. More so, they gave their demands. Waffle shut down everything pretty quick. So we haven't. We don't work with them. They're not very much a prosperous region. My apologies, but they're not a threat from what I've seen. In Egg's eyes, they're fully focused on Freesta. Then Skillet is staying out of it entirely. And then we're in alliance with Royal, so
Well, there's a chance that my people might have just walked into a different target.
hopefully
Oh.
not.
Hopefully not. But it's alright. I'm sure every last one of them's happy for every single day they get. That's how we are.
Your people, I thought they went missing.
They did? Not again.
Probably for
we're
the best, though,
migratory.
wasn't it?
I guess. But if they're going missing, then their migration pattern must have changed. I'll never find them.
Roll that
Oh.
deception. Okay. She's kind of like looks. Well, regardless, I'm sorry that your family's gone missing. I don't know why you think they're in Freesta, but you told me they went south. Do you not remember?
I kind of got. They gets an embarrassed face about him for a second. Goes, I'm gonna be honest. I got knocked clean out yesterday, while having a hangover. Very much, kind of boggled, and I've had kind of a lot of things. Think about. So I'm not all there right now. And he tilts his head and starts trying to hear things.
I find that very concerning, seeing you were supposed to be my guard today. As she looks away, almost disappointed.
You've
I mean, I'm
struggled
fine.
us.
It's just the last, yesterday was a bit of a blow, that's all.
I don't really care to hear the excuse. You were on a job today, from what many know. As you all pull up to the base and she gets out and she goes, I'll let you all carry the furniture to the apartment. I'll go first so that way I can try to get my father out of there. Seems like you all don't get along.
Surely you wouldn't mind a bit of company. After, with all the crowds of people all around, I feel like it can't hurt.
I personally would like some space. I don't want to risk you guys running into him
I mean,
again.
Does he hate us that much?
I think it's best if you all stay separate.
Well, I
and
mean,
Rose,
if it helps. I'm the leader of the team and can be at least a little bit behind you. I just don't think you should be by yourself with some of these protests going on.
We're on base, though,
Back
right?
on base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sure. If you insist, you can come, Starkey. If, well, it really should be one of the women, I imagine, to come with. Men should do the heavy lifting, right?
Right.
Yeah, but seeing as how, you know, he doesn't enjoy Silith right now, and maybe Sanchi would be better?
I wouldn't mind. I've been
Very
practicing
well.
on my respectful tone.
Very well. Let's go then, Sanchi.
Remember what we talked about, Sanchi.
The heck did we talk
Rose.
about?
Can we talk that?
And I go with Rose.
Rose, before you go, I'm sorry about my, can't find the word right now, but I'm sorry, and I will be better any time going forward.
Well, I think it would be wise if you watch what you say. People are always
You're right.
listening,
You're right.
and people have good memories sometimes.
Yeah. Sorry.
I did. Can I insight like the sudden change of tone? Like, is it just her being on base made her uncomfy?
No, I don't like.
Oh no,
like
she
that
was.
inciting.
Yeah, go forth. You guys can incite it. But you both immediately notice she's pissed that Lyric essentially said out loud, "Yo, my family's now in Freesta," when it's pretty well known that she, as he told her earlier, and he may not have shared it with everybody else, but you all can ensue. They went to Freesta. Who has a lot of connections in Freesta? So if you all dot the dots, you can tell she's pissed that essentially he may have just ruined all of her work that she just did to get his family safe. And you could tell that pretty clear as day that she's heated. Sanchi, you may not understand the full connection behind it, but you could tell she's pissed at, you could tell her tone changed as soon as Lyric kind of slipped up about his family. So you understand it's something at least about his family. Where the other two of you, you both notice immediately. She's like, you just f***ed up. And Silas,
Taki.
you notice kind of immediately, you know on top of it that you could tell in her tone and the way she looked and how short she got with him, you could tell she has lost trust in Lyric.
Dakeem
Oh,
turns
no.
around and grabs Lyric by the shoulder. Come on, let's go get the stuff from the car and bring it in. And he's just kind of looking at him, and he whispers as well, just like, some things are best left unsaid.
Yeah.
And Sanchi, you're walking with her, and as you guys walk into the building, as the three are at the car just getting the stuff out and whatnot, and as soon as she's like kind of line of sight and in the building, you just see her like, she finally just kind of like breaks the mold and she goes, "That idiot," and she then like kind of storms in and she goes, "I'm sorry for my language, Sanchi, and walking fast and such. It's just,
That's alright. You learn to
I can't believe.
expect it.
I cannot believe some people just don't think. They don't think at all. It's deplorable. But it is what it is. I have to get ready to see my father, act like everything's fine and everything is great, despite what he says to my face, get my daughter, get him out before they get the stuff out of the car. But here we are.
I'm here to help. Anything you need.
Just don't walk in. Just stay outside and hopefully he doesn't see you, or maybe stay further away from the place.
I'll
Because the
stay
last
outside.
thing, yes, like
Trust.
maybe around the corner or something, but just don't speak to him, don't see him. From what I've gathered, and everything that has occurred is ultimately he's angry about some comment I didn't even hear and went off the rails like a madman. So, regardless, I did as I was asked, and that's all I've done. And then you have idiots just wanting to soil it all, and just, furious. But anyways, it is what it is. And after you do good things for... No, I can't. I can't continue this. After I sat there and organized a whole date for them and everything, and tried to be nice, and then he does this. Men. Anyways,
He does his best.
let
but
us...
He doesn't think before he speaks.
It's very evident. He needs to get his life together. That's what he needs to do.
I'm sure Sanchi
But
will help him
anyways.
with that.
Sorry.
Silith will help him with that.
I think he needs to be beat on the head again, if you ask me.
I'm sure
But-
Sanchi will help with that.
Or he just needs a
You mean silent?
solid...
No, in this case, no. No, in this case, I got it right.
Or he just needs someone to sit down and be a father figure to him and tell him how to use a brain cell. Who's never heard of prices? But anyways, as she gets to the door and she goes, all right, good daughter, sunshine mode activated. As she opens the door and you hear her go, hi, Dad. Da 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 da. How was Ruby? As you kind of scurry off around the corner, but you can still you kind of hear how it's going until the door closes, and then obviously you hear nothing.
Mhm.
But cutting out to the other group, the three of you at the car. We switch back our beautiful screen. Yoink. You three at the car.
Hmm.
What you doing? At the van, I should say.
Moving stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
Stakeen is already kind of hinted to Lyric to not say everything.
All right. Is there anything else that needs to happen? Or you good?
I don't know what else we can do at the moment besides where are we besides moving stuff around. I didn't know if these two wanted to talk at all, or if we were going to
That's-
talk, or if we had time limit.
That's why I was gonna ask. I was like, I don't know if you guys had anything to say, but all right, moving on. So ultimately, you all come walking in, and you see the backside of Benatine, leaving down the hall, and he goes the opposite way of where Sanchi's hiding and such. And you see Rose holding Ruby, and she is kind of watching for him to turn, and he turns the corner or goes through a door or something, and then she sees you all walk in, and she goes, go ahead and put it in the bedroom, and then you guys can carry on about your day. I'm gonna put Ruby down. But I hope you all had a great time.
I did. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
I
Yes,
appreciate
thank you.
everything.
Yes, and I think don't forget to look into, or at least ask Connor about Dr. Edwin. I think he'd be very beneficial for you all.
He sounds like it. Thank you so much. If we would do we have to get some kind of special recommendation, or is it just something that Connor can fling out of nowhere?
Well, Connor may know if you guys already got it or not, because I imagine if they got it, then you guys, I imagine, would as well. I don't see why my husband wouldn't have gotten it for everybody.
No,
He
I mean
is.
it makes sense. He was a busy man, so it might have been one of those things that just slipped his mind.
Very true. But you could always talk to Connor about him.
Mm-hmm.
Can Spears and them
Thank
still hear us?
Yeah.
Spears? Are we?
You mean Connor?
No, I mean Spears, the one who probably did all the paperwork.
He goes, from
That
what
was
I
before
heard-
his time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. He's like, I imagine it's done. I can have Wade check. And Wade's like, yeah, y'all are good. Connor told me all the time how Dr. Edwin just has extra days because you guys don't show up to your appointments.
We have
What do you-
appointments?
I thought it was every Sunday we had our appointments. I have been going? Have I been talking to the wrong doctor?
He's just some random guy.
Oh,
Some random
talking to
scientist
Dr.
with a
Stone
lab
instead?
coat. You're just talking
Yeah.
to him.
Well, no, he has like Doctor. Well, yes, we have those appointments, but no, Dr. Edwin is the therapist that we were all assigned to. Alara's Alara, and I guess she forgot to tell you all about him. But also, if you
That's right.
didn't
She doesn't
see
believe in
him,
feelings.
well, that seems a little odd. Seeing, I thought she had a lot of feelings. Wade says.
She does have a lot of feelings.
It was a joke.
Bears down, Stockade.
Well, but yeah, no, I went to him once. It wasn't for me, right, Spears? He wasn't my vibe either. But Connor likes him, and Connor's like, I think he's kind of great. It's unorthodox, but it works for me.
Could you-
so.
Unorthodox how?
What does that mean?
He's just not the most stereotypical guy I would talk to.
Could you be more direct?
The way he
What do you mean?
describes it, I would like him to describe it best, but what he told me is ultimately he's not there to tell you what to do or anything. He's just a mirror, is kind of what he said. He's just very
Would it be-
timid.
Would it be good for me, since my fake job is basically somewhere in the same ballpark, to study with him or something?
I think it would be good for you to make your own impression of him, but I don't disagree with what Rose has said. She seems very adamant on him being good for you.
Oh, I'm very much intending on going.
He
I
I
might be
think-
broken.
I think he's a great guy, but I think he is someone, and maybe I'm shocked that Rose didn't say this, but he's someone that does get overwhelmed quite easily. But I would,
Overwhelmed how?
as in, if you come at him as your full personality and not in like a collected manner, he will essentially just recluse and tell you to leave.
And he's a therapist?
I was just about to say.
I'm
Yeah,
That's a
that's
good
why
warning.
I said he's unorthodox. He's like Stock. You know how Stockine was quiet and kind of a wallflower. He's like,
well, it was.
well,
I was gonna
he's
say I
kind of
didn't
like
think
that,
it
but
changed that much.
well, you have, but he doesn't have such a threatening feel about him. He's very just. I hate to say he reminds me of like a royal person, because that seems they'd be very boisterous, but he's quite the opposite. He's just kind of ethereal, honestly, and there's a sadness about him, and I guess I learned that from
Oh.
Rose today.
Goodwin! That's who he reminds me of.
Oh, who's Goodwin?
I had read about him in a book. I thought it was the names sounded really similar, and he was king once, a long time ago.
Hmm. I need to start reading books.
Yeah, history is important,
That's what I'm learning. But yeah, no, he's out in like the Med Bay area. Like he has a whole office. If you guys ever want to go see him, he's in today.
I mean, it's another
take you there.
Kalashon base. I wouldn't mind an introduction.
Same.
We're sorry.
We exited Rose's house as we were talking to Connor.
I like to imagine you guys are like setting the like furniture,
Furniture
and,
up?
like nice, not even
Yeah, that's
setting
what
it
I thought
up.
we were doing.
You could either be setting it up or at least putting it in like an area to be set up in.
I
And
had this image. We were just standing in her living room by the door.
at this point, she's in the nursery, so she doesn't see you anyways. But
Okay.
and as you all are
Ryland
looking
loves
ar-
putting these things together, so maybe we save it for him.
yeah, like he,
Yeah.
like it's whichever. But yeah, so no, we'll say you guys like kind of leave and walk to your own quarters, I imagine, in some regard. So, We'll say you're at
Okay.
least there having the conversation. Seems nice. So yeah,
Okay.
but ultimately, no, he's just very quiet, studious. He's very, very level-headed. He doesn't show a lot of emotions, and he's a very good listener and
Sounds
very
like your
shy.
stereotypical Kalishtar. You guys haven't seen the normal type.
I am not the
he,
normal type, apparently.
Neither
Yeah,
is
he-
Alara. I'd even be
he-
considered a little too boisterous for our people.
But yeah, he's pretty. He's a cool guy. Learning more about him today explains a lot. But
What'd you
no, he's
What'd you learn?
well, that his wife and daughter died. That explains a
Oh.
lot. And once you see him, you'll understand it more. Because
Oh,
anytime I asked
God.
about his wife, he well, dodged the question.
I
And
can
now I
see
know
that'd be hard for
why.
you.
Yeah.
The mirror's
now I
gonna
know
be
why.
a mirror. This will be fun. Maybe I shouldn't talk to him.
Well, you guys
Seems like
already-
both of you might have a problem then.
I think he's again, he's not
Like-
for everybody, but he at least does the consultation, and then if you decide, well, that's his whole thing is he won't decide for you. It's for you to decide.
Maybe you could both help each other a little bit.
I mean, I'm already digging up the past, so
But yeah,
Boy.
if you guys want to go at least introduce, I can go with you.
that would
I'm
be
on base.
wonderful. I'll at least
Spears
do an
is still driving.
introduction.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Where did you say
Yeah.
his office was?
it's in the med bay behind
Hmm.
the desk and such.
It's sort of out of the way, but okay.
I guess
On my way.
therapy was part of the disciplinary action plan I originally wrote up, so yeah. Alrighty.
It was.
Yeah. I'll send a copy over to you, Stocking. Anyways.
So yeah, you all
sounds
meet up
good.
with Connor, and you all go to visit good old Dr. Edwin.
Do we all have
Yeah.
to?
You don't have
No.
Yeah,
She
Sanchi's
doesn't
gonna
believe in
pass.
therapy.
It's not that she doesn't believe in therapy. I mean, she doesn't, but
But her ego is so large that she would never need it.
that's
That's
not
true.
it.
She's very humble.
Yes. No, she's confident. She's not egotistical. It's different. No, it's more of that she feels that 4 people going to a therapist at the same time is counterproductive. So she's
You
gonna
ever
go
heard of
on her own
therapy?
time.
It's very productive, supposedly.
Well, I'm not the
Supposedly.
source of your traumas, so I'm gonna not go.
That's what you want.
And so the 3 of you and Connor go, and he kind of like walks you through the med bay, and he's just kind of like fidgeting around, and because he's just like chilling. And ultimately, you guys walk past a little nurse's station, and you walk into this room, and Silith and not Stockeen, Jesus, Lyric, Lyric and Silith, you both hear as the door kind of opens. It takes like 2 beats for you guys to recognize the music that's playing, but you both notice in a different manner that it's slightly off. Something's wrong about it, but you recognize it from your homeland and just like overall. It's music that you guys are used to. And as the door opens, you see this beautiful image. Should look very familiar to those who follow our social media posts. And
He's
you
reading
see-
Scribble's Coward.
Pretty much. And you notice
don't have a book club.
you see this gentleman who has light lavender hair and powder blue skin, and his eyes just pop because of everything else on him being so muted in tones, are very pastel. They're bright yellow orange, and you see the wedding band on his hand, the jade bangle on his wrist, and the earring also made out of matching jade. And he looks up from his book, and the music just kind of like playing in the background as he removes the needle off of the little record player. And Connor is just like, "Hey, Dr. Edwin, I brought some of your patients that wanted to meet you." And he just kind of looks up from his book and puts it down on his desk and slowly stops the music playing. And he's like, "Thank you, Connor. I'll handle it from here." And Connor just kind of like leaves and closes the door behind him, and he looks at all of you and he just kind of like motions for you to sit.
Lyric sits in place.
In a chair.
Sakine goes to a chair.
Silas sits in the chair the wrong way, whatever that is.
You see like him just kind of not have an emotion behind it, but you could tell he's just watching. Like it's very evident where his eyes are at and what he's kind of like observing. And he goes, "And what brings you to my office?"
I hear we had appointments we hadn't been following up with, so I wanted to apologize.
It's a good start. Yes, usually your guys' schedule would be Silith on Monday, Lyric on Tuesdays, Sanchi Wednesdays, and Stakeen Thursdays. I see Sanchi is missing. Is she not interested?
She didn't want to overcrowd you.
Reasonable. And interesting.
Lyric's just looking at him like, whoa. Hellish, our man.
And he just kind of like looks away, like awkwardly, like he's very shy. Like you could tell he's almost uncomfortable. And he goes,
Oh.
"Is there any other reason you came? I appreciate the apology. Are you wanting to start having sessions?"
Also wanted to make an introduction, and I can't deny I was slightly curious to hear that there was another Kalishtar on base.
I've never met another Kalishtar guy before.
We are usually rare. It seems odd to have 3 in a room at once.
I mean, I'm from
Waffle.
well, specifically from a monastery full of Kalishtar.
I know.
Oh boy, so how much is in our notes already? And she kind of gives a awkward, like, oh boy, kind of smile with that.
It depends on how open you'd like me to be currently. Given you are in the presence of others, I do like to follow my patient confidentiality clauses.
Pretty sure they already know the worst of it, so.
Well, to be vague and just honest, I know more about you than you probably want me to know, but the information is safe with me, nor do I judge any of you or any patients for actions you have chosen to take. It's not my job or place to judge you. It's my job to counsel, teach you about yourself, your own discovery, and what you will. The last thing I want to do is be a crutch for you to always depend on to solve your problems. You should be able to self-service. The most I should do is be there as support.
I like you already.
I
Thank
heard you
you.
are studying up on Kalishtar. Have you learned anything about a condition known as dissonance for our people?
Yes. It's more of a historical. He's honest.
Any like specific reaction with it or not, or just
No, he's cold stone to it.
Hmm.
I
So-
prefer, while I've learned about several Kalishtar conditions and traits, I'm sure my looks will be very deceiving, but yes, I look like a Kalishtar. I probably act like one traditionally. I have none of the additional traits if you're looking for guidance on how to use them, etc. I can't do mind links. I can't feel emotions of others. My eyes don't glow or anything. I merely just have the appearance. So if you're
So
looking for
feeling other
guidance,
people's emotions,
Hmm?
feeling people's emotions is a Kalishtar thing.
from what I've read, yes, but I study more of the history on the race themselves than the traits. I don't
It-
focus on their biology.
Just needed to know.
It can be.
But besides getting the chance to meet you, and I'm grateful too, you can
Mhm.
help us even when we don't really know what we need help with, right? At least if we work with you. I know it's not a magical cure-all to talk to someone, but I hear you're good. And I kind of don't want to drag anybody through the mud anymore.
Well, my job is to help, and I didn't win the awards by doing nothing. As you then look at his back wall and you see outside of all of his fun, cool music taste, homie's got some accolades, just like, mind you, all of them are in common or so you can't read any of them lyric, but they're ultimately, you could tell, like, he has his degree from like a very notable school. He has several other certificates. So he's got his name on there and whatnot. So I won't even make you guys roll like a perception for it. Like, it's very passively, you could see that he knows the shit. He's been awarded for such things. But he's
So
like,
as Lyric looks around and he sees all that, I'll say, well, if you feel like you can help us, then I'll see you tomorrow. I don't want to rush you after just meeting you. And he looks at Stocking. I've kind of learned, and I'm taking up too much of a room. I'll be waiting in the common area if anyone needs me. He just stands up. It was very nice meeting you. I can't wait to get to know you better.
very well. And he kind of looks at you two and he goes, if you want to roll perception to read his last name, you can. But because I mean, maybe the font's tiny. But yeah. Yeah, you could pretty much see that on them. It says Edwin Egmont on the back.
Well,
But
it is a little late in the day. I apologize for missing the appointment, but I will see you next Monday. I have a religious thing I'm doing tomorrow anyways that I need to prepare for.
very well.
Silas will head out.
And he kind of looks over at you, Stalkeen, and he's just like, okay.
I don't wish to be a burden, but I know we have a fourth member who thought it was a little odd that we were going as a group to meet you for the first time. Maybe I'm not exactly sure if you'd reach out to them, or maybe you want me to tell them a date to be here, or what?
If you were in my shoes, Stalkeen, what would you do?
That's a great question, which is why I'm asking you.
Very indecisive. But no, I don't reach out to people.
Okay.
Their
so-
supervisors or majors should let them know that the services are available. If they don't believe that I'm a good fit for them, then I assign them to someone else who's more traditional. So it's on them to come to me if they would like that. Whether you tell
That
them or
makes
not
sense.
is a decision for you to make.
All right. Well, then I will let Sanchi know, and hopefully she at least seemed indifferent, which is good for her, but we'll see if she takes advantage of it. I'm sure she will.
Do you think it's a good thing?
I think it could be.
Very
It
well
seems
then.
like, for the most part, she seems to be the one who, well, her and Lyric have more attachments to the outside.
Mm-hmm. Do you
And
not have attachments outside?
not that I'm aware of.
Well, it's very lonely.
But it is what it is. It's been like this for a while. I can't say one thing or the other. You get used to the empty space.
So will I see you on Thursday?
Definitely.
Very well.
It was nice meeting you, sir.
Likewise.
And Stacking also leaves.
Alrighty. And that's where we're gonna end tonight. I hope everybody had a grand old time. We'll see you all next time. Everyone have a good one.
Hey, friends.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching our video. Keep updated on all things Plasma Coin by joining our Discord and following us on our social media pages, linked in the description below. If you want more Plasma Coin content, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels, and watch another video up in the corner here. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye!